Two adventure bikes, two very different approaches to going beyond the pavement. The 2026 Yamaha Tenere 700 is built around a simple idea: proven mechanical engineering, ruggedness, and fewer complications. The CFMOTO 450MT takes a different path, bringing modern technology, impressive equipment, and a surprisingly ambitious package to a much lower price. But when you put these two machines head-to-head, the cheapest option isn't necessarily the smartest one. So what are you really getting for your money? Today, we're comparing the Tenere 700 and 450MT where it actually matters: performance, durability, off-road ability, comfort, technology, and long-term ownership. And by the end, you'll know which one makes the better adventure bike for your money. When you tear down the structural engineering of our Yamaha Tenere 700, the raw numbers tell a very specific story. The 2026 Yamaha Tenere 700 utilizes a double-cradle, high-tensile steel tube frame carrying a 1,595mm wheelbase, an 875mm seat height, a steep 27-degree rake angle with 105mm of trail, and a fully fueled wet weight of 205 kilograms. Looking at the Yamaha skeleton, you see robotic continuous welds and gusseted stress points designed specifically for torsional rigidity under high-impact off-road loads. However, the engineering trade-off here is glaring. The subframe is welded directly to the main chassis rather than bolted. If you suffer a hard luggage strike out in the backcountry and tweak that rear loop, you are facing a massive structural repair or an insurance total loss. Furthermore, that tall 875mm perch and forward-biased center of gravity create serious low-speed top heaviness that demands supreme rider commitment in tight rock gardens. Turning to the Challenger, the structural specifications for the 2026 CFMOTO 450MT present a distinctly different design mandate. The 450MT utilizes a split trellis steel frame with a bolt-on subframe, riding on a 1505mm wheelbase, an accessible 820mm seat height in its standard configuration, a 26-degree rake with 100mm of trail, and a measured wet weight of 175 kilograms. The mechanical advantage of the 450's architecture is immediately obvious in its modularity. The bolt-on rear subframe means field-replaceable crash damage, while the shorter wheelbase and lighter center of mass make low-speed technical balancing nearly effortless in tight single-track. But when you inspect the weld beads and weather sealing around the steering head bearings, you begin to see CFMOTO's cost-cutting reality. While the 450MT is brilliantly flickable in low-speed single-track, its shorter footprint and lighter mass make it noticeably more susceptible to crosswind deflection and chassis deflection over high-speed highway washboard compared to the rock-solid tracking of the Tenere. Moving inside the crankcases, let's dissect the powertrain dynamics. The Yamaha Tenere 700 is driven by the venerable CP2, a 689cc liquid-cooled DOHC parallel twin with 4 valves per cylinder, a 270-degree crossplane crankshaft, an 11.5:1 compression ratio, generating 73.4 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 68 Newton-meters of torque at 6,500 RPM. Yamaha's CP2 is nothing short of an internal combustion benchmark. The 270-degree crank offset neutralizes inertial torque fluctuations, delivering direct, linear throttle connection that eliminates rear-wheel spin on loose climbs. The fracture-split connecting rods, direct oil-jet piston cooling, and oversized oil journals mean this engine can endure desert heat and continuous redline loads for 100,000 miles without burning a drop of oil. The only trade-off is raw highway gearing. It runs slightly high in the rev range at 80 miles per hour, but the vibrational balance is so refined that your hands never go numb. Examining the powertrain specifications for the CFMOTO 450MT, the Challenger features a 449cc liquid-cooled DOHC parallel twin, also utilizing a 270-degree crankshaft, 4 valves per cylinder, a higher 11.5:1 compression ratio, producing 43.6 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and 44 Newton-meters of torque at 6,250 RPM. CFMOTO's dual counterbalanced internal architecture punches well above its displacement class. The lightweight valve train and coated piston skirts allow this smaller mill to spin up eagerly, delivering a delightfully punchy mid-range between 4,000 and 7,000 RPM. Yet, the physics of displacement cannot be negotiated away. Sustaining true highway cruising speeds at 75 to 80 miles per hour forces the 450MT into the upper third of its rev ceiling, elevating internal thermal stress and depleting passing reserves when fully laden with hard panniers and a passenger. Examining suspension kinematics and hydraulic deceleration, the Yamaha Tenere 700 is equipped with a 43mm KYB inverted front fork, providing 210mm of travel with full compression and rebound damping adjustment, paired with a linked rear monoshock delivering 200mm of travel with remote preload adjustment. Braking is managed by dual 282mm front wave rotors clamped by Brembo twin-piston axial calipers and a 245mm rear disc with a single-piston Brembo caliper. While the Tenere's KYB hardware looks great on the showroom floor, its stock progressive spring rates and baseline shim stack valving are notoriously soft. Under aggressive trail braking, the front end experiences substantial brake dive, compressing through half its stroke before the hydraulic damping settles. Upgrading this suspension for serious high-speed desert whoops requires aftermarket fork springs and revalving, an immediate hidden cost for aggressive riders. In direct comparison, the 2026 CFMOTO 450MT arrives with a 41mm KYB upside-down front fork, delivering 200mm of travel with multi-stage compression and rebound damping adjustment, alongside a multi-link rear shock offering 200mm of travel with preload and rebound adjustment. Braking hardware consists of a single 320mm front rotor bitten by a J1 4-piston radial caliper, coupled with a 240mm rear disc with a J1 single-piston floating caliper. By employing a single large 320mm front rotor instead of tune rotors, CFMOTO dramatically reduces gyroscopic inertia and unsprung mass at the front axle, yielding lightning-fast steering response. Furthermore, the MT's stock suspension valving is remarkably progressive right out of the crate, resisting harsh bottoming over broken asphalt and rocky ledges far better than its price point suggests. However, during repeated emergency stops from highway speeds, that single front rotor builds significant thermal saturation compared to the twin-rotor thermal dissipation of the Yamaha. Shifting our focus to electrical integration and cockpit friction, the Yamaha Tenere 700 features a vertically oriented 5-inch full-color TFT display, 3 switchable ABS modes, both on, rear off, or fully off, a simple switchgear array, and 0 complex IMU-based traction control interventions. Yamaha's electronic philosophy is pure mechanical purism. What isn't there cannot break in the middle of the Mongolian steppe. The wire harness is heavily loomed, tucked neatly inside the frame rails with sealed multi-pin waterproof connectors. Navigating the vertical dash via the handlebar scroll wheel is instantaneous, allowing you to kill rear ABS on the fly without digging through submenus. The trade-off is the total lack of lean-sensitive electronic safety nets for novice riders riding in slick conditions. On the other side, the CFMOTO 450MT features a 5-inch curved TFT screen with integrated Bluetooth connectivity and over-the-air firmware updates, switchable traction control, multi-mode dual-channel Bosch ABS, an adjustable windscreen, and backlit switchgear blocks. The CFMOTO's technological suite looks like it belongs on a $15,000 flagship, but behind that dazzling curved glass lies long-term electrical vulnerability. The sheer volume of sensor data running through its CAN bus architecture introduces multiple points of potential failure. If an unshielded connector gets contaminated with silt and pressure washer water, you face dashboard warning loops and traction control glitches that require proprietary diagnostic tools to reset. Finally, let us face the financial ledger of ownership and service reality. The Yamaha Tenere 700 commands a base MSRP of approximately $10,799, features 6,000-mile standard oil change intervals, an incredible 25,000-mile valve clearance inspection interval, and carries a bulletproof 85% 3-year resale retention backed by a worldwide dealer network. The CFMOTO 450MT enters the market with a disruptive base MSRP of roughly $6,499, requires 3,000-mile oil intervals, 9,000-mile valve inspection intervals, a standard 2-year warranty, and projects a steep 55% 3-year resale retention due to dealer network infancy. In reality, when you calculate the total cost of ownership over 4 years, that initial price gap narrows fast. The Yamaha requires half the labor hours in the shop, valve checks that are nearly 3 times further apart, and retains its equity so fiercely that you can ride it for 40,000 miles and sell it for 70% of what you paid. The CFMOTO saves you thousands at the dealer on day one, but demands frequent maintenance vigilance and depreciates aggressively the moment you ride it off the lot. Here is your definitive engineering ultimatum. If your daily riding involves long-distance highway transit, high-speed desert touring, and you demand a generational machine whose engine internals and electrical harness can survive a decade of unrelenting abuse without failure, buy the Yamaha Tenere 700 because its underlying engineering is built specifically for that load. But if you fit the category of rider looking for a nimble, lightweight backcountry trail explorer, navigating tight technical woods where high-speed horsepower is useless and heavy weight is your enemy, buying the Tenere is a massive engineering mismatch that will waste your hard-earned money. The CFMOTO 450MT is the smarter, lighter, and more capable trail weapon for your reality. Every dollar you spend on a motorcycle represents an engineering compromise. Choose the chassis and engine that matches how you actually ride, not how you daydream. If you value this level of unfiltered, engineering-first motorcycle journalism, quietly hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next breakdown.